Hello, all. Welcome to the lecture series on environmental science and sustainability. Here we discuss about ecological succession. What is ecological succession? It refers to the process of change in species structure of an ecological community over time. It involves a series of progressive stages that lead to a stable ecosystem. Understanding this process is crucial for conservation, and ecosystem management because we see nowadays a certain plant community grows in an area. After a few years, 300 to 500 years later, another plant community will replace this plant because of the competition for the existence. So ecological success is nothing but change in the species structure of the ecological community over time. What are the types of succession? There are three types of ecological succession. One is primary succession, secondary succession, and climax community. So, what is primary succession? Primary succession is a lifeless area without soil, a barren land, a land without anything, no plants or something else. Only soil will be there. And the secondary succession is and the primary section, which includes a slight growth of a new community over there. Then secondary community happens in disturbed areas with existing soils and organisms recovering more rapidly. And the third one is the climax community, that is a stable final stage of succession characterized by diverse species. With the barren land, a small community grows and it evolves. There may be a few plants will be there, but one of the dominating plant will be growing wider, and in the climax, it will replace everything, and we find the climax community there. So, what are the stages of a primary succession? The three stages of primary succession is number one, initial colonizers, that is pioneer stage, in which a small liches and mosses thrives in harsh condition and help build soil. But the intermediate stage, as the soil depth increases, grasses and small shrubs stabilize themselves. And in the mature stage, eventually trees and large plants dominate, leading to a complex forest ecosystem. And another stages are disturbance. That is, a significant event alters the existing ecosystem, such as fire, human activities, the soil which remains intact, allowing for a quicker recovery compared to the primary succession. Then the early colonizers. So species such as herbs and fast-growing plants quickly grow and invade the area. Then later what happens, the further succession of the plants will happen. So these peoples, particularly these plants, that means species, help stabilize the soil and increases the nutrition availability so that they alone can grow, which means they create their environment to grow, not allowing the other plants to get involved there. So the established community is the final stage where over time the shrubs and the young trees begin to grow, leading to a more diverse ecosystem that can support a wide range of wildlife. What are the factors influencing the succession? The main and important factor of succession is climate, soil composition, and human activity. So, what is climate? The climate includes the temperature of the place, the precipitation, that means rainfall of a place, and the seasonal changes significantly, which impacts the types of the species that can thrive to different stages of succession. Then the soil composition, the nutrient condition and the structure of the soil plays a key role in determining the plant because the nutrition and the climate of a place determines which plant to be grow and which plant will be a dominating one. For example, in forest, in desert ecosystem, you see the plant which are xerophytes, that is, they withstand a drought condition, can grow a lot, but other plants will not able to thrive there. And human activity, that is, due to urbanization, agriculture, and conservation efforts, can either hinder or facilitate ecological succession. That is, after affecting the recovery and health of an ecosystem. Then the importance of the succession. See, as a whole, what is succession? In a barren land, a small community grows. There will be a competition at the initial stage for the plants to grow in this region. But over the period of time, a dominating species will stabilize their growth, and it will not allow the other community to grow. But due to the climate change or other activities, after a few years, it may take 1,000 or 1,000,000 years, then later a new community of plant will be growing there. So this process is defined as succession. And what are the importance of succession? The very important of succession is biodiversity. That means succession promotes diversity, allowing different species to colonize in different areas over the time. Then the next one is ecosystem stability. A diverse ecosystem is often a more resilient to disturbances. Restoration of ecology. Understanding the succession is a vital for ecosystem restoration efforts. So we can do this with a succession diagram and a flow chart of the factors. Yeah, which, as a student activity, we can give a visual representation of the stages involved in primary, secondary succession, highlighting the transition from pioneer species to the climate communities that is given in the diagram which you found over the left side. And the flow chart is an activity the student can do, illustrating how the various factors such as climate, soil, composition, and disturbances influences the succession process. As a whole, by understanding the succession is ecological succession is a fundamental process that shapes the ecosystem all the time. Recognizing its types, stages, aids, and understanding biodiversity, ecosystem stability is an important things to understand how the ecosystem functions. And the impact of human activities also will not be omitted. Effective management and restoration efforts can help maintain healthy ecosystem for the future generations. And the ecological succession, we should understand that is a fundamental process which happens everywhere that shapes the ecosystem. And the types of ecosystem is types and stages is can be identified by understanding and recognizing the system and stability, how the human impact can change the ecosystem stability, and management and restoration of this ecosystem is an important final aspects of ecological succession. So in this session, we discussed about what is ecological succession and what are the factors that influence succession, and how the stages of ecological succession happens and its importance. Thank you.